Assalamualaikum sir. I am Hamad Umar, student of Software Engineering, batch 2020. Today I am going to represent my presentation on topic cybercrime. So let's start without wasting any time. First of all, we'll talk about the table of contents which we discussed in the whole presentation. First, we should know about cybercrime, its definition and categories, how cybercrime attack, its examples. If we know about the history of anything, we tackle it a bit more easily, and we also discuss its statistics, which how many websites hack in the whole world on daily basis and yearly, and it's a cyber law which country made for the safety of their people. And if we become victim of cyber attack, how to tackle with this, and at the last we conclude this. First, we should know about cybercrime. What is this? This is the modern era, 21st century, and everyone is engaged with social media apps. Like WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and so many other apps and websites which he use on a daily basis. And some criminal-minded person commit crimes, which is include cybercrime. So we should be aware of these crime which happening around the cyberspace. Now we talk about its objectives, purposes, why we should know about cybercrime. We should talk about cybercrimes and create awareness to the people what is cybercrime and how to tackle with this. To know the importance of cyber laws like Global suspects plus loss of $10 billion in the whole world, to learn how to keep away from being a victim. First, we talk about its definition. Cybercrime refers to any crime that involves a computer device or network. The computer may have been used in the commission of a crime, or it may be the target. When internet was designed, the founding fathers of internet hardly had any idea about being that the internet may be misused like by these criminal-minded people to attack the privacy of the people, to steal their personal messages, images, and so many things which may harm the privacy of the people. It has several categories, but we talk about three: against person, property, and government. Now we talk about the categories of person, like transmission of child pornography harassment. Cybercrimes committed against person include various crimes, pornography, harassment of anyone with the use of computers such as mail, cyber things. The distribution of posting and dissemination of obscene material including pornography and child pornography, considered one of the most important cyber crimes now today. The potential harm such a crime to humanity can hardly be overstated. Now we talk about the property. The second category is of cybercrime is that cybercrime against all forms of property. These crimes include unauthorized computer through cyberspace, through cyber vandalism, transmission of harmful programs, and unauthorized possession of computerized information. And if we talk about the government, the third category is the government. Cyber terrorism is one distinct kind of crime in the medium of cyberspace used by individuals or groups to attack the government. Now we talk about the cybercrime example: hacking, malware, rooting, spyware, trojans, viruses, etc. These are the examples of cybercrime. Now we talk about the history. If we know about the history, we know about what is this, how it works, and everything about it. The majority of the cybercrime centered on forgery, fraud, and phishing. India is the third most targeted country in the world after US and the UK. In the Europe, IT field has thrived so much, and also in the India, because they have young population who are engaged with the computer field and use social media apps. So they are the most victims of the cybercrime. Social networks as well as economy are the major targets. Every country works for to make their economy strong, so their country develop and provide facilities for the people. But the cyber crime many people's attack on the economy and the websites of the government and change the statistics which is harmful for the government to know about the facts and figures about anything like any ministry of the things. 6.9 million port infected systems in 2010. In 2010, website defective is the number of 14,348, which is so much. In 2011, around 15,000 sites hacked. This is so much, and this is the history of the cybercrime. These are the statistics of how cybercrime statistics 2016. In Pakistan, FIA is the agency which has a separate department for cyber laws, which is known as Cyber Wing Department. In 2018, Cybercrime Circle has so far conducted 2,295 inquiries, registered 255 cases, and arrested 2,009 people, which is the most in the history of Pakistan. Now, every country has made laws for the safety of their people, about laws of murder, theft, and everything, and also made laws about social media, cyber laws. There are absolutely no comprehensive law on cybercrime anywhere in the world, but there should be a law because it becomes more harmful for the people because criminal-minded persons steal information of ID card numbers, person messages, and person images, and after stealing these private things, they blackmail the people and harass them. This is the reason that investigating agencies like FBI are finding the cyberspace to be an extremely difficult terrain. It has so many types like love bug. It has so many like love bug. Recent case of the rise of I Love You demonstrate the need of having cyber laws concerning cybercrime in different national jurisdictions. All at the time of the web development feature that the Philippines has yet to arrest the suspected creator of the lawbug computer virus because it takes laws that deal with the computer crime. Now, if we become the victim of cybercrime, how we should tackle with this? What we do? First of all, we should need to create awareness about cybercrimes, how it works, how criminals attack on their personal information, and if we become victim, how to tackle with this. Invest in antivirus. Antivirus is the most important for any program. Invest in firewall and spam blocking software of your PC. Detect secure website when conducting transactions online. When we transaction online means when we pay online and have any kind of online purchase, we give our ID card number and PIN, which may be hacked by these cybercrime people, which is so harmful for us. They may steal our money, our important information, which is so harmful for us. Do not, and at the end, we should not tell the people that you should not respond any unknown source like emails, phone calls, and anything which you don't know and ask your personal information. Now we conclude this what we discussed on the presentation. The key of the protecting yourself is being aware. Not at all cyber criminals are these are hackers. They may be of some other kinds. Hacker is the separate thing. There is a whole other world that exists in cyberspace. This is a vast field. Cyberspace, criminal money papers work on cybercrime. They take knowledge about it, get skills, and after being an expert of these, they attack on the personal things of people. Make sure that your information travels safely from one end to other end, and no one is watching your personal things. Stay secure, stay safe. Thank you so much.